The film opens with a couple fleeing through a dense forest, completely naked, while an unseen assailant fires arrows at them. Both are ultimately struck down, their bodies later arranged to mimic a famous painting depicting lovers slain for their forbidden romance. Cut to a new couple, Sage and Diego, arriving at a remote lakeside mansion they have rented for the weekend. Diego hopes to use the trip not only to relax, but also to reconnect with Sage, bridging the emotional distance that has grown between them. Early on, Diego playfully stands naked before her, joking, "Why don't we spend the whole weekend like this?" Sage laughs, teasing him back, and the pair share a private, intimate moment. Their moment is interrupted when another couple, Will and Sin, unexpectedly shows up. Apparently, the mansion was double booked. Although the situation is awkward at first, Sin suggests they could all share the space, giving Sage and Diego the option to leave if they're uncomfortable. They agree to stay, and the four begin spending time together by the lake. During their conversation, Will shares a chilling local legend. The lake is nicknamed Bone Lake because a heap of skeletons was discovered at its bottom. He explains that, back in the 1950s, a serial killer disposed of his victims there. As the afternoon unfolds, Sage and Sin start opening up to each other. Sin reveals that she and Will have been together for 8 years, despite their family's disapproval since childhood. Meanwhile, upon learning Diego plans to propose to Sage using his grandmother's wedding ring, Will encourages him, assuring him she'll likely say yes. At lunch, Sin mentions she knows Diego's favorite author personally, offering to help him with his writing. The group grows closer, and their new friendship is marked by flirtation and intimacy. Will and Sin begin kissing openly in front of Sage, which stirs emotions in Diego. Later, while Sage attempts to pleasure herself in the shower, Diego unexpectedly sees her and jokingly offers, "Need any help?" She declines, signaling lingering tension between them. At that moment, Sin appears in a towel, claiming she can't find her glasses and needs help locating her clothes. Her playful, overly flirtatious behavior escalates when she accidentally drops her towel, making Diego uneasy enough to leave silently. Sin later hints to Sage that Diego saw her without the towel, subtly sowing seeds of doubt. Unease grows between the original couple, as both start feeling something off about Will and Sin. Until the stranger's presence begins to cast a shadow over what was meant to be an intimate getaway. That night, Will and Sin propose exploring the mansion's locked rooms. Curiosity and apprehension mix as they start unlocking doors. The first room reveals a sex-themed wing with various toys, prompting Diego to caution them to leave it alone. The next room is far more unsettling. A Ouija board and newspaper clippings detailing the mysterious disappearance of the mansion's previous owners 15 years ago. Fear halts their curiosity before they can open the final door. The following morning, Sage encounters Will bathing naked outdoors. He claims he enjoys being one with nature, but she walks away, uncomfortable. Later at breakfast, Will shocks everyone by using Diego's grandmother's ring to propose to Sin, unaware it was originally meant for Sage. Diego confronts him angrily, demanding an explanation. Will admits Sin has been unfaithful, so he attempted the proposal to salvage their relationship. Diego, revealing past grievances about Sage's own infidelity, empathizes reluctantly. Will promises to return the ring before the weekend ends. The group decides to head into town for groceries. On the way, Will continues to stir tension between the couples, going so far as to lie to Sage about Diego's behavior in the shower, reigniting jealousy and mistrust. Diego expresses his insecurity to Will, not admitting he fears he might not be satisfying Sage sexually. Sage is shocked. She can't fathom why Diego would reveal something so personal. Meanwhile, Will subtly edges closer to her. Back at the mansion, Sin finds Diego alone and begins charming him, sowing seeds of doubt about Sage. Her flirtation intensifies, trying to ensnare him completely. A flashback reveals the chilling truth. The mansion actually belongs to Will and Sin, and they had meticulously set this scenario in motion a day before Sage and Diego arrived. When the couple returns, Sage almost falls for their manipulations, growing upset and distant toward Diego. Sensing an opportunity, Sin approaches Sage with a friendly pretense, suggesting they take some Molly. Sage hesitates but eventually agrees. Under the influence of the drug, the two dance together, moving toward the lake as rain begins to pour down. During this, Sage notices something suspicious. Sin sees perfectly without her glasses, proving she had lied to Diego and manipulated him all along. Meanwhile, Diego grows concerned when Sage doesn't return and searches for her, but Sin casually dismisses his worry, claiming, "She's probably around somewhere." Panicked, Diego returns to the mansion to find Sage inside. They try to talk, but the trap set by Will and Sin has already begun to fracture their trust. Arguments erupt, fueled by confusion and anger. Outside the room, Will and Sin listen, smiling as if this is exactly what they intended. When Diego frantically claims Sage ran off, they offer to help him search, pretending to be allies, while in reality Sage has been hiding in the house the whole time. Sage reveals to Diego that she faked being high because she suspected Will and Sin were manipulating them. Diego admits he felt similarly. Together, they realize the couple had stolen the car keys and had been monitoring them through hidden cameras all along. Braving their fear, they finally unlock the forbidden room they had avoided earlier. Inside, they are horrified. The room is a full surveillance hub. Every corner is rigged with cameras recording them, and walls are covered with photos of Sage and Diego, as well as previous couples, victims of the same scheme. Tapes show intimate moments of past couples, and even Sage's own bathroom video. Among the evidence, an old photo shows Will and Sin standing in front of the mansion, revealing the horrifying truth. This place belongs to them. At that moment, Will and Sin enter and reveal their sinister game. They explain that they lure couples to the mansion to test the strength of their love. If the couples fail, they pay the ultimate price. Sage and Diego angrily demand to leave, insisting they don't want any part of the game. Will and Sin hand over the car keys, letting them drive away. But as they try to escape, Will steps in front of their car and lies, claiming he slept with Sage. Sage denies it, reassuring Diego, who believes her and starts to reverse the car, but Sin crashes into them, knocking them unconscious. When they awaken, Sage and Diego find themselves bound with duct tape in the living room. Will and Sin reveal their true identities: Thomas and Alice Price, siblings. Shocked, Sage and Diego listen as Thomas and Alice recount their twisted history. As teenagers, they began a taboo relationship, which their parents violently opposed. They murdered their parents and justified it as proof that their love was above all rules. Since then, they have been luring other couples to the mansion, deceiving them, testing their relationships, and killing those who fail. Diego and Sage manage to wriggle free from the duct tape and make a desperate bid to escape. Sin lunges at Sage with a knife, but she quickly grabs a shard of glass nearby and slashes at her, wounding her attacker and breaking free. The blow leaves Sin's face badly cut. Witnessing this, Will erupts in fury and starts chasing Sage. In self-defense, she grabs an axe, standing her ground. Will mocks her, daring, "If you've got the guts, swing it at me." He then cunningly snatches the axe from her, but Sage somehow slips away once more. Meanwhile, despite her injury, Sin attacks Diego, stabbing him in the leg. Diego retaliates, striking her sharply on the head, and limps out of the house. Hiding beneath the boat dock, he drives a fire poker into Sin's leg, immobilizing her with a scream of agony. Will charges at Diego with a chainsaw, but Sage reappears from behind and, summoning all her strength, swings the axe directly into Will's head. He stumbles, falling onto his own chainsaw, and in moments, his body is gruesomely shredded. Sage and Diego flee toward the lake, jumping into a boat and paddling frantically. Sin pursues them, and in a final act of defense, Diego chops off her fingers with the axe before delivering a crushing blow to her jaw. She screams in pain and falls into the water. Sage reverses the boat, and Sin's body is caught in the propeller, torn apart completely. With their attackers defeated, the couple finally finds a moment of calm. In the middle of the lake, Diego removes his grandmother's ring from Sin's severed finger and slides it onto Sage's finger, proposing. Sage smiles softly and accepts. They share a laugh, relief, and joy washing over them. For a brief, quiet moment, they reflect on human resilience and the strength they found in each other. The screen fades to black, leaving the story's chilling events behind, and a reminder of the bond that survived the nightmare.